I don't want to waste your time with another video about who to pick up for week 10 in fantasy football. Already plenty of solid content out there. What I usually look at is Justin Boone, a Yahoo Sports fantasy analyst list of who to pick up. It's very comprehensive. One of the only 5 or 6 fantasy analysts I actually trust. He's won the #1 most accurate award on Fantasy Pros before. Do I think he's better than me though? Nah, I'd win. At least 36% of the time. Here's where my opinion differs from expert consensus with week 10 pickup. He has Trey Benson #1 on his list. I agree. If Trey Benson is available, go get him. He has Cincinnati week 17. That is a gold fantasy football league winning matchup. Dylan Sampson and Tank Bigsby are also guys that he talks about. They're both dependent on Saquon Barkley and Quinshon Judkins missing time. Seems more likely that Quinshon Judkins rests for a game, so I think Sampson's the better pickup right now, although Tank Bigsby has more upside if he actually plays. I can't keep talking about Harold Fannin Jr., but yes, he should be picked up. I told you guys in my crystal ball to pick up Colston Loveland. I hope some of you played him like I did, but I think that he actually might be an equivalent pickup to Fannin at this point. Higher draft capital, he has more competition for targets, but this is a better offense that he's in on the Bears. Higher week-to-week volatility, but also higher upside. Number 7 through 10 pickups for Justin Boone, I disagree with slightly. He has 4 straight wide receivers: Alec Pierce, Torrey Horton, Parker Washington, and then Troy Franklin. For me, the top of that list is actually Troy Franklin. Franklin's well above average this year in both targets per route run and average separation score. It hasn't been linear, but he is steadily gaining on Cortland Sutton. By the way, curious where I rank all these guys? You can go to my site, fansports.com, check it out. Updating those rankings every single day. Multiple updates today because a lot of moving with the trade deadline. I made another video about that. I would definitely not pick up Torrey Horton, especially since the news now that the Seahawks added Rashid Shaheed. If Shaheed's available, go ahead and take a stab at it. Sam Darnold has been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, both at play action passes and deep passes, both which are Shaheed's specialty. So consider this is a low volume passing attack, so you'll see some volatility. I think Parker Washington is still going to have a couple weeks where he remains a solid target with a high floor. I'm going to advocate for a guy not on this list. That's Adonai Mitchell. It's a long shot, but the Jets gave up a lot of defense. They're going to be playing from behind, even more likely passing the ball more heavily than they were before. Also, the reason that they traded him is because Alec Pierce is just a stud. I would pick him up. He should not be on waivers. Slight reduction in PPR leagues though, because he's more of a big play guy. And then interestingly, Boone doesn't highlight any quarterbacks in his top 10. I think that's the most interesting position to pick up this week. I highlighted JJ McCarthy in my crystal ball before this week. He had a solid game, and now he has Baltimore, which is a prime matchup, especially against Lamar Jackson. This has a chance to be a shootout. I'm also much higher than most on Marcus Mariota, actually. He's an okay quarterback, but I love the situation in Washington. This is a team that is bad, has a terrible defense, and will be playing from behind a lot. Mariota could average 40 pass attempts per game. Could be a garbage time hero. I'm rising him up my ranks. And finally, I've been saying for several weeks that Jacoby Brissett is clearly the better quarterback in Arizona. It seems like the head office there finally agrees. He has an above average receiving core. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is a bit underrated. You can see that from my rankings. And Trey McBride's a top 2 tight end in the NFL. And best of all, they seem to trust Jacoby Brissett doing the tush-push QB sneak at the 1-yard line, which always is a big plus. That rounds up my thoughts on waivers to this week. I'm making videos every single day, actually 2 a day right now, to help you win your fantasy football league. Don't forget to check out fansports.com for more thoughts on all these players. A trade analyzer, start sit feature, adding stuff every single week. I'm also a software developer. Thank you for spending a few valuable minutes of your day with me here. Stay learning. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.